Welcome to step 4 in our series. Now it's time to make all of our activities clickable and accessible for each and every student. I've added my activity for number 1, and now for activities 2 through 6, we are going to add transparent shapes that will be accessible and clickable to direct our students to the activities we'd like them to complete from our Bitmoji classroom. I'm going to model this for activity number 2, and the steps would be repeated for 3 through 6. What we're going to do to start is to create our shape over the clock and the number 2 as the activity we're going to add to our classroom. I'm going to grab from the menu Shape button, a rectangle, and then I'll drag and draw it over the clock and the number 2. This creates a nice large area for clicking, and the students won't have to hunt for the specific spot to click on. It created a block shape that we need to make transparent so that the students can access and still see the clock and the number 2. To make it transparent, with it selected as indicated by the blue box, I choose the Fill button in the menu bar toward the center and choose Transparent. I'm going to do the same with the border button, Transparent. So now I have a transparent shape around the clock and the number 2. I now want to add the hyperlink so that the students click on this area and find a link to the activity. To add the link, there are multiple ways. With the box selected, I could choose the Insert Link button from the right-hand side area of the menu bar. I could also use Command-K on a Mac, Control-K on a PC, or right-click with my mouse on the box and choose Link. I'm ready to grab the link for this activity, which for this example is a video from YouTube that I would like my students to view to practice telling time. So I copy, Command-C, the link, bring it back to my Bitmoji classroom, Command-V to paste, and I select Apply. You'll see that the link has been added with the pop-up on the screen. Now I want to add alternative text to my transparent box to make this shape accessible for any of my students or their support systems that might be using screen readers. To add alt text, I'll right-click with the box selected and choose alt text. My alt text will be written in the description field and will read, "Watch this video to practice telling time for our math lesson," and choose OK. This transparent image has been given a link and alt text to make it accessible. I would follow the same set of steps, adding the shape, making it transparent, adding the link, and then last adding the alt text to make sure each of these new shapes that I add to my slide are accessible for each 3, 4, 5, and 6. Before we wrap up, I want you to consider the slide reading order that was mentioned in step 3. As you add your elements to the slide, they are going to be read in that same order by a screen reader. So since we've added all of our information from the title to the video for number 1 to our activity for number 2 in the clock in the upper left-hand corner, I want to continue adding things in numerical order. So next I will add my activity for 3, then 4, 5, and last 6. That will make sure that my reading order makes sense and is logical from first to last. Now we're ready for our final note about Bitmoji classrooms.